Dental practice owners, if one person in your front office team left tomorrow, would your billing survive? For most practices, the honest answer is no. And a lot of them find out the hard way. Give me 3 minutes and I'll show you why your revenue cycle is probably more fragile than you think, why it keeps breaking, and what it'll take to protect it for the long term. And if you want to see where your practice stands right now, drop assessment below and I'll send you a free 5-minute collection gap assessment. My team personally reviews your numbers and gets back to you within 48 hours. I'm Taylor with Bic Dental Revenue Operations, and I've spent over 10 years inside dental billing and insurance. First in the office, now managing the full revenue cycle remotely for private practices. The doctors I work with typically recover between $20,000 and $75,000 in the first 90 days alone from money they'd already earned and didn't know was slipping away. I got a call from a doctor after his office manager of 12 years retired. She had done everything: claims, follow up, patient billing, aging. Within 90 days of her leaving, his collections had dropped from the mid 90s down to around 60%. Claims weren't going out on time. Nobody was following up on denials. The aging report had become, in his words, a disaster. He wasn't a negligent owner. He just never had to think about it before because she handled it all. And the replacement he hired had 20 years of experience and could not handle it. When something like this happens, most doctors try to redistribute the work. They add billing responsibilities to whoever seems least overwhelmed. Maybe bring in a part time person or sign up with a billing company hoping it fixes everything. Things feel like they're going to improve briefly, then slowly start slipping again. So, why isn't that working? Because billing only works consistently when someone owns the entire process, not just the submission, but the follow up, the denials, the aging, the patient statements, and the reconciliation. When it's split between people who are answering phones, seating patients, and managing a front desk, it gets done in the margins, and the margins aren't enough. So let's break this down into 3 parts. Step 1, map out who in your practice is responsible for each piece of the revenue cycle right now: verifications, benefit checks, claims, follow-ups, denial management, patient billing, treatment planning, aging review. Who owns each one? If the answer is a few different people or I'm not totally sure, there's definitely a gap. Step 2, look at your aging report. How much is sitting past 90 days? Anything past 12 months with most carriers is most certainly gone for good. Also with patients. That number tells you exactly how long things have been slipping through. Step 3, decide whether your current setup can actually sustain what your practice needs, or whether the revenue cycle needs its own dedicated team whose only job is to protect your collections every single month without it depending on one person who could walk out the door at any moment. Because consistent collections aren't about finding better people, adding more to your team. They're about building a process that doesn't break down when people change. When the revenue cycle has full ownership and accountability behind it, it holds up regardless of what's happening inside your office. Drop assessment below and I'll send you a free 5-minute collection gap assessment. You'll see exactly where your practice stands, what's sitting uncollected, and what it would actually mean for your bottom line to recover it. My team reviews every single one personally and gets back to you within 48 hours.